Why, hello again. This time, I'm looking at the right camera. Or the correct camera, which happens to be on the right. We're back. This game has set up some vibes. It's set up some mystery. So now let's see if it pays off. Let me adjust myself here for a second. I've been slowly reconstructing my desk over the series of a large number of days. So let's see if we get somewhere good with this. Okay. We've got several different leads.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
All right.
Hello.
We're not going to talk about Hob's Barrow.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
My name is Thomasina, and you are?
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
All
Goodbye.
right.
Ta-ra.
Nah, that's not going to work. Didn't mean to come back here. That's okay. What's the thing again? Space. Nice. Okay. Let's go knocking on doors. Nope.
Nobody home.
All right. Let's go back into town and see if we can find anyone who might know kids. That's a good idea.
Yes?
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas. That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
Ooh, Lambton Worm. Tell me more.
What is the lantern worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lambton thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lantern worm isn't real, Douglas.
All right,
Father
it's
just
about to
told
be
you
real.
that to get you out of his hair.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas, this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
But I do.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
All right. Let's introduce
My name is
ourselves.
Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty,
Nice to meet you, Betty. What are you up to?
my brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
I feel like that was supposed to lead me to the blacksmith, who I hear blacksmithing.
Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye, can I help you?
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Thanks for your time.
Aye, Speak to you later.
All right, I want to see what this thing is.
A fantastic specimen.
But what is it? Oh, fossil. Huh. Huh.
Good day.
Yes?
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, I collect them. This one is called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, I. Well, I do love a fossil. It's important to remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
Quite. Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father's forge before mine.
Now, let's see.
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye.
Okay.
Old Leonard.
Cool.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
Wait, no, I wanted to talk about market days.
Good day.
Let me talk about market days.
Yes.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
Oh, of
How
course.
delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your...
Aye.
So now we need to get out to the moors. Oh, let's talk to this old lady.
Hello.
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
What kind of...
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Let's see.
My
I'll
name is
introduce myself.
Thomasina. What's
Let's be
yours?
friendly.
Mrs. de
Let's be
Plancy.
the
Pleasure to
Plancy.
meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Your cake.
I can you'll not find better
I want
Tell
to know
me
more
about
about
yourself,
you.
Mrs. de Plancy.
about me. What would you possibly want to know about me?
I...
I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
I need to
Isn't
understand
it
this
the
town.
finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century.
Okay,
The box
old,
pews
spooky.
in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy. Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Well, that's getting somewhere. Father Roach.
What
All
can you
right.
tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man, and he's been the
Oops.
vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roach?
Gotta take my
This
hand
time
off
of
the
day,
mouse.
He'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
All right.
Thank
End
you for your time.
conversation.
Lord be with you.
Okay, let's see. I want to read. No, I want to pick up that trowel.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
All right. We now have a tool. Didn't want to do that. Bum.
Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved.
All right. Now, what I wanted to do is look at the memorial plaques.
In memory of Barnaby Tillett. In memory of In memory of Romeo Hegg. In memory of.
Crozier. Okay.
In memory of. In memory. In memory. In memory. In memory. In memory. In.
Interesting. All right, let's go to the west, which I assume is to the left. And oh, I hear the whistling. Nope, wrong direction. Into the woods. Ah, there he is. Hello, good father. Well, this isn't good. It's the sound again. He's walking mechanically.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
Let me
The vicar's.
grab the spectacles real quick. Oh wait, what happened?
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely. Perhaps I shouldn't risk soil.
Okay.
I don't think that will.
Okay. Vomit.
Don't leave.
The vicar's spectacle. The vicar looks. I don't wish to look.
What
Are
have I
you
got?
sure?
I beg. It's the only cure for this torturous
Okay, so.
Ouch! The vicar's.
Okay, well, what else do I have? Got a match, a glove. Can I use the
trowel's
trowel?
blade is dull and rusted. I need some.
It's the glass, but.
The vic. Ow!
Can I exit backwards?
Don't leave.
The
Okay.
vicar looks. Are you
It's
What else is there to do? Let me click to advanced dialogue off, developer commentary off. No, it's not that.
I shan't be dragging any of my The vicar. Ouch! The broken.
Gloves. What else do I have? Oh, I have a handkerchief. Duh.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand. This should work. Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Something going on with this. What secret?
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, Vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right.
What can you tell me about Pewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
Okay.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
Yeah, I gotta know.
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
All right.
Are you from Bewley originally?
What
I
nonsense
was
are
born
you
in our
up to?
very own St. Edmund's. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Well, are you gonna be all startled when I ask about
What do
Hobbs
you know
Barrow?
of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
No.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of His Spirit.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He-
I see. Well,
Oops.
let me welcome you to Bewley
Constantly,
on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
I'm gonna miss important things eventually with that.
Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've
Gotta
paid him a
take
visit.
the hand away.
Perhaps
Quick.
you could allow me to
Take
take a
it
look at
away.
the parish register.
Quick.
No
Take
need.
it away.
I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Thank you for your...
Lord,
All right, I want to explore the church real quick. Because this has clearly been about the church. Can I go in this door? No.
It's locked.
What about this door?
Good.
Oops. All right. Altar, box pews, ceiling, plaque, flowers.
Those have seen better days.
Okay.
Is that a necklace?
What kind of necklace?
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Ha.
I've no time for such stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area. A
What's
memorial
plaque?
list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Okay. Well, they're probably not gonna lock me out of anything if I just keep moving forwards. Let's go meet Leonard Shoulder.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
So what do we have? It's the sound again. Is the sound diegetic? Like, is the sound in the world? Or is that to warn the player that something weird is happening? I do not know.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me. Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom. Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman, but I'm afraid that passage is from Richard
dang
II.
it.
Studying the work of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
Dagnabbit. I should have guessed.
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see. Beautiful, is it not?
Big and empty. I will say they're
Indeed.
beautiful.
The moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Ooh, we're getting a flashback, eh?
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Mother is pregnant. We're in London. This is the manor house from before.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good.
I promise I won't.
Oops.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
Mummy is crying. Daddy, wake up! Daddy's... Mummy? Mummy?
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one.
She,
You must be Thomasina.
that nurse is scary.
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
Now, did that have anything to do with barrow digging? Interesting question.
What sort of god would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Hello?
Well, that's interesting.
She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see.
Primitive folk, you
How
say?
much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape.
Okay, now I click.
All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Click, and then back. Click, and then back.
Here we are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
All right, let's see.
A sweet little hen, plump and well-groomed.
Is that? Okay, that's a carved stone.
A
Interesting.
carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Oh, I just skipped a bunch of stuff.
The Merchant of Venice?
A splendid comedy. But that particular passage is from the... I'm afraid your knowledge of the bard is...
It's been a while since I've read his work, Father.
Never mind.
I've no desire to lug a block of...
I wanted to just walk over here. Aha!
That glove look... I wonder if it matches the glove.
Yes.
The gloves are a pair.
So,
Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night? Why didn't he come inside to see me?
the plot thickens.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home? It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home.
Can we look in the window?
Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle?
It's locked.
What do we...
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
I want to look around farther.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Now that's Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
Alright.
Well, Mr. Shoulder.
Probably an achievement for getting those right.
Brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found. This must provide a charm. The window is much too high.
See, can we do anything with that?
No sign of any movement.
Dang it, that's not what I wanted.
Slightly damp. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped the matching... What was he doing in the... Rather rude of him not to come inside and see me.
Indeed.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung, or still wet from last night's rain. You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Okay. Oh, but... Did I
He
put it
looks
down?
much too unruly to be picked up.
Alright. I do like that this game is just like, yo, touch things. It's good. Just give me achievements for
As I trudged back
things.
to Bewley across those
Random
cold
things.
moors, I made a new resolution.
Alright, what's our new
I would
resolution?
find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Alright.
The train! That must be Kenneth. I should go and meet him at the station.
Let's see here.
A fine spot.
What does the plaque say?
Margaret's Lookout. I
Who's
wonder
Margaret?
who Margaret is, or was.
The game developer knew what I was thinking. Alright, how do we get back to the train station? Is it this way? This is...
The moors stretch
Out,
into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
Okay, so not that way. Is it...
Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels.
Okay, so... That's probably who's the thing that's named
John
after.
Perch, dearly beloved husband,
Okay.
forever in life. Joseph David. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow. Here lies Elizabeth. William Paxton. Modest and gentle. This
Huh.
appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. This appears...
I mean, I probably can't, right?
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no...
I had to check. Nope, not the way I wanted to go. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Can we go in the store? Nope. Nada. Nothing.
No one here. The building is in a dilapidated...
Yes, a dilapidated building. I feel like we came from
The blacksmith is right here.
past... Yeah, there we go. That gap was how we got here. I believe we came from this way. Is this a way? Yeah. Okay. I remember how we got there. We're all good. Oh, see the train
Where is
dude.
Kenneth? He was supposed to wait for me at the station. What's he doing in there?
Arthur Tillett.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I was blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
I'm sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
Spooky.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house. But he
Something
wasn't
very
home.
strange going on here.
You'll find him.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye. I'll survive.
What's the bloodletting?
So, you work here?
Aye. Bewley's station master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
Alright.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Well, that's
Impossible.
a problem.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the Plough and Furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you. Where can I find... Thank you. I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
Like...
What stories?
I can't remember.
Mr. Tillett, please. This is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to remember. If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
All right.
Farewell.
Ta-ra!
Back to town. Find the post. That's that cat again. Let's find that postmaster.
Cyril is no doubt keeping watch on any potential new arrivals from the railway station.
Is there anything else going on here? Nope, just Cyril.
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No. I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should I care, lass?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Let's see. Where is the post station? Who are you?
That must be the postmaster's storeroom.
Oh, well, there we go.
He looks a little chirpier than your average Bewley resident.
Bewley.
Hello.
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Sure.
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long. Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Actually likes the railway line.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is
Farnaby.
the worst offender.
Cyril Farnaby.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
The Plough and Furrow.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tap?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Do you know a man?
Aye. I hear he lives way out on the moors.
Have you seen him
No one's seen him recently.
Not for a long while now that you mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
All right. Postmaster. I'm looking for the postmaster.
Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did Mr.
I don't know. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Curses.
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Goodbye.
Don't be...
Alright, let's try this story.
The postmaster. If you're looking to collect your post...
Now let's look in the window. Yep,
There's my crate.
My crate.
Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
How are we doing this? Are we taking a trowel
I can't see how that will help.
to the window?
No. Royal Mail. This must be the local post office. Hello.
Good day.
I'm
gonna
looking for
ask
Hobbs
about-
Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moors since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here and we're all truly blessed with the railway station.
Goodbye.
Don't be...
Alright, not
he
a
looks
lot
a little
else.
chirpier than...
Not a lot else to talk about. Alright, wait a second. To do. Find a way into the storeroom without attracting too much attention. Can open a tab. And we still gotta locate the barrow. Alright, let's try opening a tab. That seems like a doable task. What was this plaque?
I can't remove... A small plaque beside...
Oh, vicarage. Gotcha. Okay.
My assistant has not arrived.
Oh,
I'm not entirely...
am I to keep a room for him just
If you could hold it for one more night.
as you wish?
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
I found Mr. Shoulder's home thanks to the help of Father...
Wonderful!
Let's see.
So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't hurt.
What is that man playing?
You tell me. Goodbye.
See you.
Alright, let's see. What about the Silver Cross?
Will you accept this Silver Cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it? Aye, silver. That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Alright, so we've managed a progress. A singular
say-
progress. So one small problem fixed.
Hello? What can you...
No, much. No.
I see. Goodbye.
There are.
Nope, didn't mean to come back here again. Who's this boy?
Hello there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Goodbye.
Okay, Wally. And out past
The
here.
road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing
Yeah.
but moorland.
More land. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so that's just going out to the moors. It's not super helpful. We can go back this way.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
Really? We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price
Doors have locks for this very reason.
I shall take you up on your...
Let us make our...
Okay, so we're taking him out for a drink.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course.
Very book smart.
Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chin wag, our Henry.
He certainly does.
Okay, let's see. Can I... Nope. Nope, nothing to work with here. But does that make him a little less...
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you an...
I suppose one more ale will... I shall take you up on your offer.
Let us make our...
I see. We're gonna get him drunk. We're gonna get him real drunk.
The rear wheels are powered by coupling rods. Would you believe? The boiler had 2 flue tubes. 2! There were nothing like it. Well, that's me. I better...
Wait!
Ta-ra.
Alright, and that's probably by rule of video games, we gotta...
Curses. I'm starting to feel somewhat tipsy.
Gotta do
I'm
one
here
more.
to excavate Hob's Barrow, not...
Alright. But can I get him... I mean, sure, it got me an achievement. But can I get him to drink one more time?
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you...
I suppose one more. I shall take you up on your...
Let us make our...
Alright, what do we got?
Bewley is the latest of many. Speaking of change, I hear the whole frontage of Derby Station is being designed by an architect, but...
Let's see. Okay.
Well...
Wait!
Ta-ra.
Mr. Long can really put... Thank goodness I've switched to water.
Yes. Good, good, good. So is this not how I'm going to get him gone?
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you...
I suppose one... I shall...
Let us...
Alright. Let's see here.
It really is. I've so many more... Well...
Wait!
Ta-ra.
Alright, let's try talking to the bartender.
Mr. Long... Thank...
Let's try... Can we... Henry Long.
Henry Long can...
The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly...
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to... The man can...
Dang it, that's just not going to work then.
I've decided to find Hob's...
Are you sure that's...
What other... I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the Barrow?
No, I say that on me mother.
Goodbye.
See you...
Well, that was a idea. What if I get Arthur Tillerman
This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
to do it? Oh wait, I can do it with a map, right? Map. That's really disconcerting. The rail station.
Farewell.
Ta-ra.
That's good.
About... You really don't remember where...
As I remember, then well, you must have missed me.
I didn't. I even went to the...
Oh, aye. Aside for...
It was... I checked, and you were nowhere. The back door leading to the alleyway.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, you must have exited.
But you just said it was... My mind is...
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you, I've nought to say, 'cause I remember nought.
Alright.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
I have nothing else.
Well, that's a dead end. I don't know why I'm coming out to the Devil's Toe. Other than, I guess, why not?
The Devil's What a peculiar name. I can't quite see the resemblance.
Alright, let's go to the map again. Let's go into the woods. Let's go deeper into the woods. Maybe we'll find something. This is new. There's a hole.
No doubt home to men. I have no desire.
Okay.
I shall see you later this evening, Jess.
What's this?
Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
Who
Some nerve.
who was that guy?
You're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No, wait.
Says
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself on...
Tell me.
Just someone...
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful.
My name is...
Oh, aye. You're not from round here.
No. What is your...
Horace.
Are you in charge?
I am indeed.
What do you do?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be...
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
These are his wood.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beorley.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration.
How intriguing. What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
Very
An old
intriguing.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Do you know a man named...
No, can you let me get...
Do you know where I can...
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your...
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Okay, well that was a dead end. Okay, what about this way? Where does this take us? Oh, this takes us back there. Interesting. Where does this take us? Okay.
She has a puckish little face. Good day, little one.
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and I hate...
Is Myrtle one of...
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother and...
I'm sorry. What is your name?
Jane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jane. This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you. I love them. Today was their bath day.
Why did your brother take Myrtle?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't. Where did your...
I don't know home, but I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Do you know an old...
No.
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of maybe Wally went, or maybe he's left her out on the corner. I'm going to...
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm going to go get... Oh, is that a fossil?
Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilised ammonite.
That's
This would
going
look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
to be involved with all this somehow.
Hey, stay away from that. It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Fine.
Right, tell me
Hello,
about this
Jane.
salmon's horn.
Tell me more about the Ammon's horn.
Daddy said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What god?
Ammon, of course.
Let's hear.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Sensible.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss.
Alright, what else we got? A shrub here to look at?
The delicate flowers. The delicate flower.
Okay, nothing going on there. We got the beck.
The water is.
Okay.
Damp ragdolls have been laid out to dry.
Alright, wait a second. Let's pull up the map. Go to center town. Then go to out the other side of town. Because then this kid is probably Wally. Oh, I might have already known
Good
that.
day. Goodbye.
Yep.
Good day. What do you know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole...
Have you met?
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere. But everyone does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Do you know him?
No.
Have you heard?
No.
Goodbye.
Let's see, can we go in now? No one's home.
Nobody home. This young fellow look.
Alright, let's see here. Look at our to-do list. Explore Belly. Mr. Shoulder and Hobbs Barrow. Alright.
Good day.
Hello.
What do you know about?
Not a lot. I know he's in charge.
Does he come to the village often?
Not really.
Have you ever been?
Evans village is.
Why not?
Don't know. It's just the way.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Okay. Running out of people to talk to.
Good day.
Yes.
What can you tell me of?
His lordship commands much respect around. Keeps me busy. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Do you know of a local landmark?
There's a fair many barrows, found too many to put in. Not a soul in Bewley.
Thanks for your...
Aye.
Maybe what's his face will tell me things. Cyril.
Good day.
Oh.
What do you make of...
An idiot who thinks that's... Can you hear my strangers? Paul turns the...
Maybe he has a point. You could...
You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad... But Henry, we've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Mind your own bit.
You really are quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
Alright. How's this going?
So then, he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Alright. Let's see, can I get
must say-
anything more from him now?
Thanks again for the... Now leave.
Alright.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the no visitors allowed.
Goodbye.
See you...
Alright, so we all agree that the manor is where really bad things are happening, right? Can I offer this guy a drink?
Hello? What can you tell...
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing. You'll end up with a round of shot in you. You heard me. Just mind your own...
Do you know where...
Naught to be found. Dig...
You know of local barrow...
Don't consent.
What do you do?
Hey up. You're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the grave.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye.
Quite. Goodbye.
Alright.
Alright, that hasn't worked. Let's see.
There's nothing else I wish to Hello? Goodbye.
No. Kid's not gonna have my info. There's nobody at home.
I don't think anyone is home.
Alright.
Hello?
Good day.
Let's not ask.
Thank you, Lord.
Alright. Father's not in here. Dang it.
It's locked.
Oh, still locked. Let's ask her about Hobbs Barrow.
Hello? Good. I'm trying to find
Hobbs?
Hobbs Barrow.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very...
What do you know about
wretch? They say he is restoring it, but for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't intend to. Why did you call Lord...
He hides in that manner of his and care. I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know.
Yep.
What kind
Definitely
of
the
stories?
place where bad things are going to happen.
He shoots people on sight. Anyone that strays onto Panswick Manor.
Good grief.
Yet he will walk into the plough and furrow and buy ale for all and be hailed as our protector. I answer to God and God alone. Forgive me, pet.
Not at all. I appreciate your honesty, Mrs. Duplancy.
Yep.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Lord be with...
Alright. Well, I am good and thoroughly stuck. So, the best way to handle that is to leave it for another time. So...
I better not touch them. They could be poisonous. I'm not sure if these are...
Interesting. Mushrooms, gotta remember that. Anyway, so what I propose doing is taking a break for now. Let me just look at the map real quick. Checked the woods, we checked the church, we checked the village, we checked the railway station. Let's go back to Mr. Shoulder's cottage real quick. Still nothing?
Perhaps.
Oh, I wonder. Can I go to bed? Can I go back to my room? That's interesting music. Oh, interesting. We can't fast travel from inside, maybe? Yeah, can't do it from inside. Talk to the little girl again. Let's talk to that little girl.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you heard of a place?
I have, yeah.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
There we go.
You will?
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
So I needed
I
to get
will.
that first.
Where do you live?
I made one put on going.
Okay.
Bye.
So now we can go back to the village. And then go this way. And get the doll from Wally.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave him a doll.
Goodbye.
Alright, so that sounds like... where was it that I just saw that? That ring of mushrooms. Was it this way? It was one of these. Aha! Oh, and there's dirt. Alright. We're getting a memory flash.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Alright. So the question is now, what happened to Mother? We know what's going on with
fairies.
We know what's going on with Father.
Hello. There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who are you?
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Oh, is that her father
Josephine.
beforehand?
She introduced
Gotcha.
me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
There we go. Ew, and put a pin through it? A hairpin?
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
All the worms.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
Heh. Alright.
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Alright, let's now go give the doll back. So it's the woods. To the north. There we go. Alright, and then this will... Let's wash the doll.
That won't achieve anything useful.
Oh, never mind.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek!
That's not what our deal
Come
was.
back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children. Hey!
Going this way? Sure. Only one way to go. Okay, she's in the hole.
Jane? Jane, get out of there! Don't make me come in. Fine.
Okay, we're going in? Really? We're not gonna fit in there.
Curses! The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Am I just gonna tunnel? Is that the deal? Yes. Okay.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand. Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
So it was just the entrance that was too small.
Jane! Jane? 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 Jane! Come out this instant! I can't see a damn...
Is it the match time?
Curses. The useless thing blew out.
It blew out in the tunnel, eh? Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that this is gonna be our endpoint for this day. We've got a girl in a hole, and a box in a room, a missing man, some weird rocks people don't like touching, and Lord Penwick or whatever his name was, who's definitely evil. And that's a good start. We're starting to build up the necessary bits for... Oops, I was looking at the wrong camera again. We're starting to build up the necessary bits for a bigger spookening to happen to us. But that's all that we're going to have here. Again, getting ready for Alan Wake 2 DLC, and that's about it. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.